the head of their unit at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Tonight, we hear from the lab professionals. Also coming up on Eyewitness News.
Look at the kids that like we have been losing them because of hospital beds. Chairman, it's not easy.
We are pleading John Mahama and the health minister. The hospital has been completed a long time.
Hundreds of residents of Wage are here in a crowd protest over the continuous closure of the Children's Specialist Hospital. Tonight, we hear from the Residents Association, and later, several structures pulled down at the Sakumono Ramsar site by the Greater Accra Regional Security Council with support from the Forestry Commission. Stay with 97.3 Citi FM for this and other stories on Eyewitness News. Also coming up in business.
Ghana signs gas deal with ENI to increase production at offshore Cape 3 Point by 2028.
Eyewitness News is live on our affiliates across the country. Around the globe, we are on citinewsroom.com. You can join the conversation with your WhatsApp message. The number to send to is 0539 986 996. 0539 986 996. You can send us your WhatsApp messages on the number that I just mentioned to you, 0539 986 996. Let's go to our first story. We start from the Kolebu Teaching Hospital because the medical lab professionals are threatening strikes. What are they saying?
Well, the union has threatened to embark on a strike from May 12, citing what it describes as the unlawful removal of the head of laboratory services at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. The union says medical laboratory professionals at both Kolebu and Kwamfanochi teaching hospitals will join the action over what it calls unfair treatment by hospital management. It is also demanding the removal of the board chairman Titus Bayo, the hospital's CEO Yakubu Seidu Adam, and the director of medical affairs Frank Owusu Secretary, alleging conflicts of interest.
Let's get more details on this, then go onto the phone line and speak to Edward Ayam. He's the chairman of the Ghana Federation of Allied Health Professionals at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Good evening. Thank you very much for your time. Some few days ago, the doctors at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital embarked on a strike by suspending OPD services. They had to take the intervention of government and some other organizations for them to suspend or call off the strike. Now, a day after, you are also serving notice of a possible strike on the 12th of May 2026. Are you not putting the lives of patients who visit the Kolebu Hospital on the line if you continue with this tension between the doctors and the lab professionals?
Good evening, and thank you. Good evening to your cherished listeners. Sammy, it is unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate that we are where we are. But let me just give you a little background. As you are aware, some months ago, in fact, it's been a long-standing issue over years. But in February, on the 3rd of February, we were called to a high-level meeting at the Ministry of Health, where we had a discussion, which was continued on the 12th of February. And the conclusion of the matter was that there will be the appointment of a director for the creation of a directorate and appointment of a director for the allied health family. There will be the appointment of the head of the laboratory sub-BMC. In fact, we were also pushing for the appointment of a manager for the central laboratory. But on the 12th of February, it was agreed that everything will be put on hold until the creation of the directorate and the appointment of the director. And so even at that 12th meeting, there was agitation for the revocation of the appointment of the head of department of the laboratory sub-BMC. But it was concluded by the chief director and all present, all agreed, and they signed even the minutes of that meeting. The doctors were there, we were there, and the ministry. And it was agreed that the appointment would hold, and there will be nothing done to the head of department. He will continue to be the substantive head. And the only thing that was going to happen was that we're going to hold on with all other appointments. Why in God's name will the doctors, after that discussion and after that agreement, go back and say that they are not happy and go on air and make all kinds of derogatory statements about the allied health professionals, especially the laboratory professional, to the extent of even saying that over 50% of reports that are generated from the central laboratory are faulty. Why on earth would we do that? And then when management has to look at the issue, they think that the best solution, without even recourse to us and to the laboratory scientists, they decide that they will revoke the appointment and do other appointments which are clearly illegal and inimical to our professions. Okay, Sammy, it has come to the point where the disrespect and the disregard for allied health professionals is just becoming too much. It's just becoming too much. And that is why, but you see, for us, we are not interested in just going on strike. If we were, we would have done that immediately this appointment or reappointment revocation was done, which was yesterday. We would have gone on strike. But we know what the repercussions are, which is why we have given them 72 hours. Okay, the lab has given management 72 hours, which will elapse tomorrow, to do the right thing. Let's go back to the status quo. Let's get the appointment of the lab directorate and the director, and let's have all the issues resolved in that manner. Otherwise, they don't want industrial harmony, unfortunately.
Eddie, let's get something straight. Is it that the lab professionals are opposing the appointment of a doctor to head the lab services? Is that it? Is that the opposition?
That is simply it. That is simply it. Why do doctors want to head laboratory science? Why do doctors want to head laboratory science? Is it that laboratory scientists, after all the learning, all the way to postgraduate, people have done the PhDs at the professorial level, we cannot manage our own affairs? That a doctor has to necessarily come and head us before it will work out. My brother, let me tell you one thing. They say that in Kolebu, there are a cadre of professionals called the lab physicians. I can tell you on authority that there are only 3 people who are in that category. Only 3. How can these 3 people alone, only 3, want to be the head of over 400 laboratory scientists in Kolebu? Why? Why? That is the main question, and all Ghanaians should hear this and ask themselves why. Why should that be the case? Besides, the laboratory physicians are not people who work directly in the lab. They have their roles to play. Nobody is saying don't play your role. Don't do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. Let the others also do what they have to do. Why this unnecessary desire for position and to lord it over others? That one we are resisting with every ounce of strength we have.
So you say on the 12th of May you are laying down your tools. Have you considered the effects of your strike?
Very much so. Which is why there is all this period for management to reconsider the decision. This is why we didn't decide to do it immediately, but I've given this time so that everybody will reconsider. Calm heads will prevail and will think through and look at the repercussions and do the right thing. But if we still want to remain on this path, if we still think that one cadre of professionals should necessarily lord it over everybody else because they alone think they are qualified, then it will not work out.
Don't you think that if you lay down your tools, patients will still get the services that you provide by going to the private providers to get their labs as they will be prescribed to them by the doctors?
My brother, these are things that always happen. Okay, but let's not forget that we are destroying an institution. Kolebu is not just a hospital in Ghana. Kolebu is Ghana's premier hospital. Ghana's premier hospital. It is not right for us to be playing all kinds of unnecessary politics with the health of Ghanaians. That is why we are giving them some time to do the needful and to do right, even as was agreed on at the ministry. If what we all decided and discussed and agreed on was nonsense, they should have come back to do the right thing. You don't sit back in the hospital and just decide to do what you think you want to do. Just because some of you want to feel that you are not happy about something. It is not right. It is not right.
Eddie, how do we resolve this matter? Because it looks as if at the end of the day, it is the ordinary Ghanaian who is seeking medical help or medical support is going to suffer from it. How do we resolve all this matter without not losing lives in the struggle for who becomes head of which institution?
This is not rocket science. By the grace of God, we have the Act of Parliament that has stipulated every professional in the health sector. And so we have the Allied Health Professions Act that stipulates clearly who an allied health professional is and how we are to be regulated. All we are saying and crying and shouting about is let us just obey the law. Why does a medic who is regulated under a different council want to come and be a head of another cadre of professionals regulated by different council? Why? What is it? Why should that be? It is not rocket science. If we will all just allow the law to work, we are not reinventing the wheel. We are not saying something different should be done. We just say everybody should remain in their lane, be under your regulatory body and operate in your profession. Finish. Allow others to also do same and be regulated. If the lawmakers didn't think that we could be self-regulated, we could do our own things, they wouldn't have given us the act. So that is all we are asking for. And we think that all Ghanaians should get it. We are not in any battle for anything. It's just unfortunate that it keeps going. We keep having this back and forth, and which is not going to inure to anybody's benefit, not even to ours. So please, all we are appealing to is for our doctors to understand that there's a law and let us allow the law to work. If anything has to change, let the law change. If the law changes, we will all gleefully, gladly, happily respect the law.
Have you made an attempt to get the ministry involved? I mean, the Ministry of Health involved in resolving this matter?
As we speak now, we have been invited to the ministry. So we have the Ministry of Health now to engage with the Chief Director and the Director of Human Resources. Yes, we are here now. So you are the health ministry now. By the close of this meeting, we will know.
You are the health ministry.
We have the ministry.
You mean you are the health ministry now as we speak?
Yes, please.
In an attempt to resolve this matter. I just have to
step out of the meeting to receive this call. In
an attempt to resolve this matter, are you expectant that indeed the today's meeting can help bring a finality to this?
We are hopeful. We are hopeful that there will be calm heads will prevail and that the right thing will be done. And that's all.
We will be all glad to have this matter resolved, because at the end of the day, we are going to suffer from all this. Eddie, thank you.
Chief,
thank you very much.
It is not only you. We also could suffer. So we are also very anxious and expectant of a good outcome from the meeting. Eddie, thank you also very much.
Thank you very much for your time. Edward Ayam is the chairman of the Ghana Federation of Allied Health Professionals at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. This is Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studios here in Accra. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll still stay within the health sector, because hundreds of residents of Weja here in Accra are protesting over the continuous closure of the Children's Specialist Hospital in the Weja Agbawe municipality.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Hello, my name is Wakadri, and I'm a man of many voices. Some people fall for Pamela.
Good afternoon, this is Pamela. We're revalidating some mobile app accounts. Kindly confirm your details.
Oh, my other victims who think I'm calling from.
Hello, customer experience here. Your account has been blocked. Please provide your PIN so we can reactivate it immediately.
Others panic and fall for that one.
Dear customer, click the link in the SMS we just sent you to upgrade to your ATM services.
My favorites are the ones who click first and think later.
Hey, Roddy.
Be honest. Like play, you could also fall for this. Stay safe. Remember, EcoBank will never call, email, or send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details. Pay attention to detail.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News is live on our affiliates across the country, and these affiliates are...
In the Western region, we are Premier 100.5 FM, Beach 105.5 FM, and Sky 93.5 FM, all in Takrady. In the Bono region, you can tune into Greener 95.5 FM in Sunyai, and Hammers Radio 106.5 FM in Goso, in the Ahafu region. In the Ashanti region, tune into Alpha Radio 104.9 in Kumasi and Orange 107.9 FM also in Kumasi. In the Volta region, we are Global 105.1 FM in Ho and Adanu 107.7 FM in Adakluwaya. In the northern region, we are Diamond 93.7 FM in Tamale. In the Upper West region, we can tune into Westlink 88.1 FM in Laura and Pupeli 92.7 FM in Wa. In the Upper East region, we are Source 100.1 FM in Boko, Pure 100.5 FM in Navrongo, Gunzang 90.1 FM in Tongo, and in the Northeast region, we are Scarp 101.3 FM in Akbanduri, Radio Jimbale 107.3 megahertz in Jimbale.
You can join the conversation with your WhatsApp messages as well. 0539 986 996. 0539 986 996. Now let's go to Wijagbawe here in the Greater Accra region.
Well, some residents of the Wijagbawe municipality are demanding the commissioning of the Weja Children's Specialist Hospital. The fully furnished 120-bed facility has remained inoperative since its completion in 2025, awaiting official commissioning by government. The residents, growing impatient with the delay, have staged a peaceful protest demanding the operationalization of the facility.
In some places, when you go there, there's no bed, Chairman. When you go there, there's no bed. But look at what the past government have done for us. Look at the kids that like we have been losing them because of hospital beds. Look at what happened, I think last 2 weeks at Kaswa. A woman who is going to deliver a baby, he just died because of bed. And this structure, there's nothing like over here. They have built everything, even though when you need a bed, you get it. AC, you get it. Look at the van over here. This one is not a boboya. An ambulance. Look at it. And we have we have students who have even now at home. They have not even have any job doing.
We are pleading the government. We are pleading John Mahama and the health minister that they should come to our aid. The hospital has been completed a long time. We need their help. They should come and open it for us. Because from here to Accra Children's Hospital is very far.
Those were some residents of Weja demanding the operationalization of the Weja Children's Specialist Hospital.
Let's get more on this protest by residents of Wijagbawe here in the Greater Accra region and speak to Idrisu Ibrahim Saka. He took part in today's protest for the opening of the specialist hospital. Idrisu, good evening. Thank you very much for your time. What explanation have you been given over the long closure of this facility?
Thank you very much. Please, the name is Idrisu Ibrahim Suka, not Saka.
It's Suka. Thank you very much.
Yes, please. Yeah. Good evening to your cherished listeners this evening. Yeah, the reason behind it for this demonstration, and this, I'm not going to call it a demonstration actually, because if you want to come out fully to demonstrate against this hospital, this children's hospital, because normally the population of the Wijagbawe alone, that as of 2021, is 213,000 for 600 and something. So just imagine if we are now in 2026, about 20%, and then just see the figure out of it. And, always I used to say that it's not about politics we are doing is about development of the constituency we want. This project started in somewhere 2022. It was completed 2024. And if it's a structure, let's say it's an empty building, that one will not come out to come and demonstrate. But so far, there's equipment inside which it can help the constituency. And up to now, the government have not, it's just abandoned it, and it's very sad. It's very sad for we, the people in Wijagbawi.
So that's the reason why. Have you been given explanation as to why it's still not open?
Yes. Some of the, let me come on, somewhere February, there's an incident at Akaway, which there's a little child which you have to refer him to Children's Hospital. And on the way, you just know the traffic and the thing started about it. So the parents just lost a child. So they were talking about it, and they called me, and we went ahead to cry to the member of parliament, which is Lawyer Jerry Ahmed Shaib, and he says he's going to work on it. So we should just give him a time frame. So later, through the landlord association meeting that we are having in the constituency, so they give us assurance that by on the 12th March to 15th March, they will come and commission the hospital. And up to now, we are in May, in which this thing is happening most of the time. Children are suffering. It's a lot, because if you watch Wijagbawi alone, the Akawe Hospital, they are serving Obundomi Abra, English amount from Anyasu to Dansoma. So all those people are coming. So if assuming if this thing have been commissioned, all this stress and things is not going to be happening. So that was the reason why we start. This one is not about demonstration. We want to do the demonstration, just want the population in Wijagbawi alone. Only the female is 110. So if you say we are coming out, we'll help them to come out to demonstration. We cannot take it over there. So that's the reason why we are just doing this one, to call on the government to come out, to come and commission, and the Minister for Health to come out, to come and commission the place for us, because everything is set over there.
You say everything is set over there. When you visited the place or you held your protest there, from your observation, you think everything is fit, everything is set for it to be open?
Oh yes, everything is set. So we don't know why they are delaying. Because assuming if this agenda 24 economy, this 24-hour what they are saying, if at least 3 shifts are working, if the bed is 120 bed, so if assuming we have about 600 or 300 people are working, our youth to get job to be doing.
I'll say a big thank you for your time, Suka Ibrahim Idrisu. He's a resident of Wijagbawi here in the Greater Accra region. One of the individuals who took part in a protest demanding the reopening of the specialist hospital at Wijagbawi here in Accra. They say that for close to a year, the hospital has been completed and it is yet to be opened. Just before we came on air, we picked up information that the Ministry of Health is engaged in a meeting to get more details on this particular facility and get the contractor to also speak to on what the challenge is in respect of the opening of this facility or the commissioning of this facility, and get some works done, and then they can set a date for the official commissioning of this project. Meanwhile, the Member of Parliament for the Wijagbawi constituency, Jerry Ahmed Shai, has also been speaking on this not opening of this facility.
I would not have asked anybody to come and demonstrate or whatever. But I think they're feeling a pinch. And if you see them, most of them are mothers. Most of them are women. They know the kind of troubles they go through just to have health care for their children and themselves. This facility, I have been to a lot of European countries, and I'm telling you on authority, this facility, it's a facility that it prevails over most of the facilities I've seen in Europe. So you're asking yourself, what is the Ghanaian, what is wrong? What have we done to merit this kind of punishment? What is the problem? Why are we making children die just because we are failing to commission a hospital? And this is not even the only one. When you go to Oforikrom, the facility is virtually done. We are not taking any steps to ensure that it is commissioned. When you go to the former Deputy Minister of Defense's constituency, it's the same thing. It has been commissioned, it's not operational. What is happening?
You are the Member of Parliament for the Wejagbawe constituency, Jerry Amesha, is speaking on the closure of the Children's Specialist Hospital in his constituency here in Accra.
In other news, the majority in Parliament has criticized the Akufo-Addo administration for failing to achieve macroeconomic stability, even after the Bank of Ghana recorded losses of over 80 billion Ghana cedis between 2022 and 2024. The caucus noted that despite those significant operational losses, inflation remained high, the cedi depreciated, and gross international reserves could cover only 4 months of goods and services import. Speaking to journalists, the MP for Amenfi West and chairman of the Economy and Development Committee, Eric Affo, explained the reasons behind the central bank's 15.6 billion loss recorded in 2025.
The Ghana cedi experienced significant depreciation, reaching approximately 17 cedis to $1 by December 2024, representing a depreciation of about 19.7%. Gross national reserves stood at about $9.3 billion in 2024, covering 4 months of import cover of goods and services. At the same time, the bank's equity position weakened, recording negative 64.34 billion Ghana cedis in 2023, improved slightly to a negative 61 billion in 2024. Given these considerations, my friends, the 2025 financial outcome must be understood as the continuation of a deliberate and necessary policy intervention. Given these considerations, the 2025 financial outcome must be understood as the continuation of a deliberate and necessary policy intervention. In 2025, the bank's balance sheet reflected a debt position of 96 billion, right? However, macroeconomic indicators show a strong and decisive turnaround.
The Amenfi West lawmaker also dismissed reports that the central bank is insolvent.
Negative equity in central banking is an accounting condition and does not imply insolvency. Central banks are not profit-making institutions. Central banks are not profit-maximizing institutions. Rather, they are stabilizing institutions. Simply put, the bank's balance sheet reflects the cost of stabilizing the economy during a period of severe economic distress.
You are the Member of Parliament for Amenfi West and chairman of the Economy and Development Committee, Eric Affo. Now, the Attorney General has withdrawn criminal charges against former NAFCO boss Hanan Abdul Wahab Aludiba and his wife Faiza Seiduuni in the ongoing 78 million Ghana cedi buffer stock trial. The couple were discharged by the court after prosecutors cited fresh evidence requiring a review of the case. They were immediately rearrested after the court hearing. Deputy Attorney General Dr. Justice Ramsay says the move is intended to ensure a fairer and speedier trial for all accused persons in line with the Constitution. Now to some other stories. Some disqualified polling station aspirants of the New Patriotic Party in the Bekwai constituency of the Ashanti region have petitioned the party's regional and national executives over alleged irregularities in the recent vetting process. Addressing the media at the party's office in Bekwai, the convener of the group, Francis Xavier Ba, raised concerns about inconsistencies and lack of transparency, describing the vetting process as flawed.
Petition to the Regional Executive Committee, MPP Ashanti, concerns over vetting process in Bekwai constituency. Dear sir, to the region as well as to national, we, the undersigned concerned members of the MPP in the Bekwai constituency, wish to respectively petition the Regional Executive Committee over growing concerns regarding the recently conducted vetting process, as a number of aspirants have been disqualified on grounds widely perceived as unclear, leading to dissatisfaction among affected members and their supporters. Additionally, there are concerns that some police station executives were cleared without undergoing the vetting process, raising concerns about fairness and transparency.
Well, the disqualified aspirants are demanding immediate intervention from the party's regional and national leadership.
These developments are creating tensions within the constituency and risk escalating into unrest if not urgently addressed. We therefore humbly call on the Regional Executive Committee to intervene promptly, review the process where necessary, and take appropriate actions to step at appropriate steps to restore confidence, unity, and trust within the party. We remain committed to the ideals of the party and seek for a fair and transparent process for all. Thank you very much.
That was Francis Xavier Ban, convener of the disqualified polling station aspirants of the MPP in the Bekwai constituency of the Ashanti region.
You're still listening to Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studios here in Accra. Your WhatsApp messages are still welcome. Send them to 0539 986 996, 0539 986 996. And a number of them are in. Let me read them out. Abi National Inwa says, there are all indications that JM is ready to change this country for the better. If not left with the minister's work, all of them will help him achieve it. Aka Paul in our form says, the doctors at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital must allow the allied health professionals to have their independence, as trying to lord over them is leading to what the poor Ghanaian is facing now. They should give us a break. Delano from Peduasi says, government must intervene to bring lasting solutions between the health workers at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. The usual misunderstanding between the two groups is becoming a disturbing issue for effective healthcare delivery in this country. One from Francis said, it is obvious Ghanaian workers are not happy, therefore they get angry at the slightest thing. So if not, how can they go on strike because someone has been appointed other than their person? Kennedy Onipayede says the doctors at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital should know their boundaries. They should not interfere in the affairs of other departments at the hospital because they can destroy the activities of healthcare delivery and may not sit well for patients. Sami in Accra says, if what the MP and his people are saying is anything to go by, what prevents him and his government from not opening the hospital before leaving office 2 clear years? Why do we always want to put politics ahead of common sense? Last one from Yon in Accra says, yes, in Ghana, we pride ourselves as the only go-to person, especially in the public or civil service, and this has affected output in various ways. Doctors should have lab scientists and technical or technicians alone. They are professionals in their own rights. You are supposed to support one another to manage the hospital. This is Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studios here in Accra. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we have more stories.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
The World Cup is coming, and this time you're not just watching it, you're living it. Match Experience Hospitality is giving you front row access to football's biggest stage in absolute style. Think VIP stadium seating, exclusive lounges, gourmet dining, and priority access. No stress, no hassle, just pure football luxury. This isn't just a ticket. This is the World Cup experience. With over a decade as an official FIFA sales agent, Match Experience Hospitality knows exactly how to turn a match into a lifetime memory. So upgrade your World Cup. Call 055-155-1119. Visit matchexphospitality.com or walk into any Absa Bank branch, our official banking partner, today. Match Experience Hospitality. Don't just watch the game, live it. Match Experience Hospitality is doing this with Absa Bank as its official banking partner and Glyco as your official travel insurance partner.
Looking for engineering excellence you can trust?
Welcome to Left Signature Limited, driving progress through technology and engineering excellence.
From expert electrical engineering design, installation, power systems, renewable energy, automation and control,
to reliable data center and managed services, power infrastructure, network connectivity, server virtualization, cloud integration and data security,
and cutting-edge software development, custom business applications, web and mobile apps, cloud and DevOps solutions.
Integrity, safety, accountability, teamwork. That's the Left Signature promise.
And now, introducing the Left Power app.
Request for our services anytime, anywhere. Available on the Play Store, App Store, and on the web.
Ready to power your success?
Choose Left Signature Limited. Visit www.leftsignature.com.
Call +233 256 111 811.
Left Signature Limited. Engineering excellence for a connected future.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
Yeah, welcome back. You're still listening to Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studios here in Accra. Now, the Greater Accra Regional Security Council, in collaboration with the Tema Municipal Assembly, today began a 3-day demolition exercise targeting unauthorized structures at the golf course section of the Sakumono Ramsar site. The exercise forms part of renewed efforts to restore natural waterways and reduce flooding in the area. Addressing journalists, the Greater Accra Regional Minister Linda Oklu blamed the situation on permits issued by the previous administration for construction within the protected zone.
What will be here is about monitoring, and so we've put in a lot of measures in place to make sure that this time around, I mean, like you said, it's so much capital intensive. I mean, the cost involved in this only exercise, you don't have an idea. Just after the demolition, we have to take care of the debris, we have to green the place and get its natural state back. And so it's not an easy thing. So sometimes, like I said, people must face the law and be responsible for whatever they've done. And so this time around, we've tasked the assemblies. And trust me, any assembly in His Excellency, the nation's builder era, will not give any illegal permits. So when you find out from there, those who had permits was from the previous government, not this current government. Because, I mean, if you want a permit, the engineer and what have you, they should, and the planners, they should come to the site and make sure that before they even give you the permit, if the place is okay for them to give you that permit. As I'm speaking to you, a lot of engineers has been transferred because of this illegal permit that has been given to people.
Greater Accra Regional Minister Linda Oklu, while the Forestry Commission says it will introduce a 24-hour surveillance system to strengthen oversight of ransom sites in the country. Joseph Bimbila is the operations manager for stakeholder collaboration at the Forestry Commission.
Putting in place quite a number of mechanisms. Maybe I wouldn't want to disclose all of them now, but then after this demolition exercise, you're going to see a new Sakumono. We are putting in place mechanisms that will ensure that we have a 24/7 hour surveillance. Okay, so who dare you come close? Okay, so it's one of the things we are putting in place, and there are quite a lot of things that the Forestry Commission this time around. As I said, the next time you see us here, maybe it's not going to be an exercise as we're doing today. It's going to be, monitoring to see whether the political processes are ongoing, and I mean we are bent on changing the type of things.
Joseph Bembela is the operations manager in charge of stakeholder collaboration at the Forestry Commission. Let's get more details on today's exercise, and my colleague Fauzu Masaudu joined the Greater Accra Regional Security Council in this particular operation today. Fauzu, thank you very much for your time. You have an idea on the number of structures that were pulled down today?
It's a pleasure, Sammy. Not specifically, but quite a number of them, particularly within the core zone of the targeted areas. That's the Sakumo golf course section. Before the media even got there with the RECSEC, as in the team from Accra to Tema, we understand that the demolition, it had started somewhere around 4 a.m. at a different part of where we went to cover at the initial stage of the demolition exercise, and that place seems to have more structures pulled down, and that happened to be the very core area within which the RECSEC targeted. So after where we moved from, we went there, and then what we observed was that the authorities in charge were just clearing the debris. We understand that the Forestry Commission intends to put up an office space at the Ramsar site, so that it could facilitate, some of their responses to these concerns.
I remember a few months ago, the same Regional Security Council embarked on a similar site.
Absolutely.
Is it the same place, or this time is a different location?
So it's one of the places that were covered in the earlier demolition exercise. And the concern of the Greater Accra Regional Minister is that some of these people whose buildings were raised in the previous one had come again to re-encroach the place. Site. Yes, had come back to re-encroach. So it's a troubling development, Sammy. It's a troubling development. And so for the regional minister and of course the Forestry Commission, who are major stakeholders in this exercise, they are saying that beyond the demolition and their pursuit to reclaiming the Ramsar site, what they want to invest in more now is protecting the place, as in protecting the Ramsar site, so that it doesn't become just a 9-day wonder that you just conduct a demolition exercise, you leave, and then the developers come there to re-encroach. So they have introduced a 24-hour surveillance mechanism, like we had in that bite to play it over there. And so the regional minister says that there's not going to be any mercy for anyone this time around. I mean, we saw them bringing down like a 3-unit story building,
fully completed, or under construction.
It's under construction, but I mean, it's a taking shape already. It's a taking shape already, and
and what was the reaction of these owners of these structures?
We tried to find out if we could speak to any of the owners of these, and there wasn't anyone around. No one around was claiming ownership. Those we rather saw were artisans, those working at the site, but the rightful owners were nowhere to be found.
We are told that it's going to be a 3-day exercise.
Absolutely.
So it continues tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
The same site or a different location?
A different location, but within the same zone.
And then we'll end on the 3rd day.
Yes.
Fauzu, thank you very much for your time. My colleague Fauzu Masaudu here with us at Citi FM and Channel 1 Television, joined the Greater Accra Regional Security Council in collaboration with the Tema Municipal Assembly to embark on some demolition exercise at the golf course session of the Sako Mo Ramsar site here in Accra. This is Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studios here in Accra.
Now, in other stories, the Ekpon District Police have begun investigations into the killing of fuel tanker driver Ebenezer Kwame Enim and his pregnant wife Mary Enim. Police have not yet confirmed whether the main suspect linked to the Tema Gulf City double murder is a member of the military, despite claims circulating in the community. The suspect, believed to be known to the family, reportedly fled with over 100,000 Ghana cedis. The incident is said to have occurred on April 29, but the bodies were discovered on May 1 after the couple's 3-year-old daughter was seen coming out of the room, according to a neighbor.
It happened at dawn. I saw the guy going out. A motor came to pick the guy. But I didn't know that this is what has happened in that room. So this guy had been living with us for the past 1 week. So we thought he's one of us. And he even introduced him to us as a son. That he's in military. He told us everything. Okay, we are all workers here, and we all have our privacy. So if one introduces to someone, unless something happens. So I think it was a small boy who saw the daughter and decided to take the daughter up to the mother. That is when they realized the door is open, and they entered and saw the woman first.
So the daughter later came?
There is a small girl who came back for us to see, like, we would have known. That was the 2 days before she came out. They were playing, and one boy saw her, and she said, why are you out? Let me take you to your mother. Because that small boy, he's very close to them. He took the child to the door and came down, spoke with but one man here, the child's mother is down and dead. So I think they all showed and said, hey, why are you saying that? So they quickly went there, and so I was in the room when I heard noise. So I also came out and went to witness all.
You are the neighbor of the deceased couple at Temagov City speaking to Citi News. Now, the OT Regional Minister John Kwejo Japon has condemned the latest killing in the ongoing Nkwanta South conflict, describing the death of 25-year-old food vendor Richmond Benye Aite as unacceptable. The area has witnessed prolonged violence with repeated clashes forcing school and business closures and displacing residents. Speaking to Citi News, the regional minister confirmed that one person has been arrested and warned that all those responsible will face the full force of the law.
If anybody has an agenda or an issue with anybody, it is better they take, legal, legal means. If it's land issues, why don't you go to court? If it's chieftaincy, you also go to court or you go to the House of Chiefs. And in absence of that, if you are killing yourself, then it makes the whole story something that you can't understand. For me, as of now, I don't understand what is happening in Nkwanta, what they are looking for, what is creating all this problem. And that is what I said, that within the week, I'll come out with a statement, to let the whole world know what I feel about the Nkwanta issue and what should be done to solve this problem once and for all.
He further urged the feuding factions to resort to dialogue and the rule of law rather than violence.
Uncompetitive procurement.
Well, do also bring you that insert in our subsequent bulletins. But to other stories, the Public Accounts Committee, PAC, has referred management of 3 senior high schools to the Attorney General for possible prosecution over procurement breaches captured in the 2024 Auditor General's report. The schools Bremen Isikuma Technical Institute, Iguafu Senior High School, and Ifutu Senior High School in the Central Region are said to have made procurement without following competitive procurement processes. Speaking to Citi News, the ranking member on the Public Accounts Committee, Samuel Atamils, described the practice as unacceptable.
Uncompetitive procurement. There are so many issues with procurement, and I've referred 3 institutions. You see, what you are supposed to do is before you get into any kind of procurement, you are supposed to get 3 bids, and then you pick the best. But most of them, they just pick just one. They take one bid, and then they work with it. In fact, in one of the schools, when they went to a purveyor to go and get invoice, the purveyor didn't want to give it to them because they already knew they were going to pick somebody else. They just want his receipts just to put it out there for the auditors. And that's not what the law says. So if you're working in procurement, you need to make sure that you follow the rules.
You are the ranking member on the Public Accounts Committee, Samuel Atta Mills. Now, the administrative body of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, Mahama Cares, has raised concerns over critical gaps in the country's healthcare system, revealing that Ghana has only 2 radiotherapy machines for cancer treatment. The fund says the shortage results in delays of up to 4 months for patients requiring treatment. Speaking during the Vice President's visit to the Secretariat, the fund's administrator, Obobia Darko Poku, described the situation as worrying.
We realize that some of the hospitals simply do not have the basic equipment for the treatment of persons living with the non-communicable diseases. And I can give you an example of a radiotherapy machine. The whole country can just boast of 2 all in Accra. And Accra for Kolebu, there's a queue of about 4 months. So just in case that you have a patient who has been diagnosed of cancer and needed a radiotherapy machine, you need to bring that patient all the way from Savannah region to Accra. Clearly, you need to get a helper to come with that person. You need to get accommodation for them. And when they come, the queue is up to about 4 months to access that equipment. So it's some of the gaps that we found out.
Obobia Darko Opoku is the administrator of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, also known as Mahama Cares.
Also listening to Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studios here in Accra. Time now for Citi Business News on Eyewitness News, and it's brought to you by the Republic Bank. We are the one for you. Join the Republic verse. Do more, shine more. Big up.
Get the details. Every significant financial transaction, every market movement, and all the policies that affect your business. Citi Business News. Be informed.
Time now for Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Melody Fafakpa to further details now. Ghana has signed a key term sheet to expand domestic gas production under the offshore Cape 3 Points project. The agreement signed on Tuesday, May 5, 2025 by the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, John Jinapo, involves ENI Ghana EMP, Vital Upstream Ghana Limited, and Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, marking a shift from initial plans to execution of the non-associated gas upgrade project. The project is expected to increase gas output by up to 350 million standard cubic feet per day by 2028. Energy Minister John Jinapo says the upgrade will strengthen energy security, reduce reliance on imported fuels, and support rising demand. Away from that, the central bank's cost of issuing currency plummeted from over 1 billion Ghana cedis in 2024 to 471.4 million Ghana cedis in 2025. According to the central bank's 2025 financial statement, this fiscal improvement was largely driven by a sharp decline in direct production expenses as the cost of printing new banknotes and minting coins dropped 72% from 986 million Ghana cedis in 2024 to 277 million Ghana cedis in 2025. Here's more.
While production costs saw a major dip, other operational line items experienced upward pressure. Agency fees edged higher to 10.6 million Ghana cedis, and the expenses associated with importing foreign currency rose from 14.4 million Ghana cedis in 2024 to 16.5 million Ghana cedis in 2025. Additionally, miscellaneous currency expenses saw a substantial jump, increasing from 14.6 million Ghana cedis to 183 million Ghana cedis over the same period. Despite the reduced spending on new notes, the total amount of currency in circulation grew by approximately 17%, rising from 71.6 billion Ghana cedis in 2024 to 83.8 billion Ghana cedis at the end of 2025. The Bank of Ghana defines these figures as the face value of all bank notes and coins held by both the general public and financial institutions. According to the 2025 financials, the liability for these issued notes and coins is recorded as a net figure, which is calculated after offsetting any cash held within the central bank's own vaults.
Emmanuel Pong filed that Business Desk report. Now, government is set to begin the distribution of poultry to commercial farmers in June as part of a broader agenda to revitalize the sector. The move follows the ongoing Ngoko Nkiti program, which has already been rolled out at the household level across several parts of Ghana. Speaking at the Poultry Master Plan Stakeholders Dialogue in Accra, Chief Technical Advisor to the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Kwesi Eto Bondi, explained that the rollout to commercial farmers was delayed due to pending financial and procurement approvals.
When we say the Ngoko Nkiti, that is the household. So we are not engaging the commercial farmers. This is this year. So when we started the Ngoko Nkiti, which was last year, that's 150 bears per household. So you don't target or you don't engage the commercial farmers who have to get at least 500. That has been that miscommunication. Our friends from the Poultry Farmers Association, they are commercial farmers. They are under the poultry farm to the table and also the small to medium scale. That's where the engagement has started, and the district agri directorate are giving us the data. So last year when we started, that one was the household one, which is the Nkoko Ketekete. That's why they are. In terms of timeline, we wanted to go fast, but it's like now we've put in the, should I say, requisition for Ministry of Finance, and there is some now layer of authorization, commitment authorization. So we are waiting for the commitment authorization. So given our access, maybe by June we'll hit the grants running.
Kwesi Eto Bondi is the Chief Technical Advisor to the Minister of Food and Agriculture. Meanwhile, the Chief Executive Officer of Agri Impact Group Limited, Daniel Fahini Akwi, has underscored the urgent need for a comprehensive poultry master plan to identify and address critical bottlenecks across the entire value chain.
We decided to pilot with some of our anchor private sector partners. The first one was with Aglo, who had a processing facility at Potting that had collapsed. But with the intervention and ecosystem integration, today he's able to process over 200,000 birds per month. That is still not enough. And Aglo alone cannot supply the poultry that we need in the country. We need about 20 of that. Well, we said, why don't we have a master plan, a poultry master plan, that will look at all the issues along the value chain, distill the critical ones, and then we come up with some recommendations that we can put into an investment brief so that both public sector, private sector, domestic and external people can take this master plan, see where the investment areas are, and once we are promoting it, people will have the appetite to come into the space.
Daniel Fahini Akwi is the CEO of Agri Impact Group Limited. Now, the Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry, Samson Ahi, is calling for increased investment and stronger collaboration to unlock the economic potential of cashew apple processing and reduce post-harvest waste. He made the call at the Regional Cashew Apple Valorization Conference and Exhibition organized by the Tree Crops Development Authority in partnership with the GIZ project, Market-Oriented Value Chains for Jobs and Growth in the ECOWAS region. According to the Deputy Minister, the forum provides a critical platform for stakeholders across the value chain to rethink long-standing approaches to cashew production and maximizing value from the crop.
This conversation is taking place in Ghana, and that it brings together people who understand the cashew sector not only from the policy side, but also from the farm, the factory, the markets, and the investment table. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana's cashew industry has grown steadily over the years and has become one of the important pillars of our non-traditional export sector. However, cashew is important because of the people whose lives depend on it. It supports smallholder farmers, traders, transporters, processors, exporters, and many households in our producing community. For many years, when we spoke about cashew, the attention was almost always on the north.
That was the Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry, Samson Ahi. Well, that's all for Citi Business News on Eyewitness News, brought to you by Republic Bank. We are the one for you. Join the Republic verse. Do more, shine more, big up. I am Melody Fafa. Up next is Point Blank.
The other day, I visited Kweku at his spunky new office to congratulate him on opening his business. And man, was I impressed. The business is just moving quick. The sales, customers, everything is just working seamlessly. The secret? He said,
it's MTN Business Broadband. In this fast-paced environment, we need fast and reliable internet to support all business types. No laggy online meetings, great download and upload speeds, impeccable business management systems, all inclusive. I mean, you can have it all.
Sharp! I signed on immediately.
To enable your business stay ahead and stay connected, make sure you're signed on to the best internet made just for businesses. MTN Business Broadband. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh and manage your account on my MTN app. Call 0244 308 111 for more information.
MTN.
This damn patch again. Ebo, look at this wall. Every few months, the same damn patch comes back. I've painted it twice already. What is all this? Kofi, you can't fight moisture with paint too. The problem is inside the building itself. Yes. So what can I do? The house is already finished. Simple. Gasem Super Strong Waterproof Cement. It's a new cement with built-in water protection technology. Water protection? Yes. So it's just for repairs? No, my friend. That's the difference. Use it to fix dampness and seepage. Or use it for new buildings. Foundation, block work, plastering. One cement that builds and protects.
Wow. Gasem Super Strong Waterproof Cement. The one cement that builds and protects. Build it right once. Gasem, the nation builder.
Momo. It has made life happen in lots of good ways.
Mr. Kwanzaa, Mr. Insurance claim no. It
has put together beautiful weddings. It has filled the bellies of boys at their favorite watchy joint.
My guy, stop. Who they chop cancel these days?
It has made millions of businesses possible.
Mr. Kalono, we are back in business.
With just a few taps, money moves faster, easier, and safer. Momo understands the weight of your trust in us. We continuously enhance security with features like self-paying reset to help you protect your money. Momo will only call you with 0244 300,000. No MTN or Momo staff will call or ask for your PIN or one-time password. Do not transfer funds to anyone whose identity you have not verified. Do not approve any prompts you have not initiated. Momo, still Wunsaka.
Eyewitness News. As it happens.
Welcome back. You're still listening to Eyewitness News. And this is Point Blank. Tonight on Point Blank, we'll go to the Anya-Sotum constituency here in the Greater Accra region. A constituency currently held by the New Patriotic Party. The member of parliament for that constituency is Emmanuel Tobin, a first-time member of parliament, and he's my guest tonight on Point Blank. He serves on the Environment, Science and Technology Committee of the House and the Privileges and Immunities Committee of the House as well. And he's my guest tonight on Point Blank on Citi 97.3 FM. Honorable, good evening. Thank you very much for your time. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good to see you. I've heard about you. This is the first time I'm seeing you.
Yeah.
How is the constituency?
We are doing so well.
You are doing so well.
Yeah.
If
by
you
the
say
grace of God.
If you say so well, exactly what do you mean?
Well, we don't have much issues and things are going on as expected.
You don't have issues in Anya-Sotum. There are people who have complained.
When I talk about issues, I'm talking of issues like people. We are living a normal life. That's what I mean.
Let's talk about constituency. So your constituency starts from. Let's start from Kwashiman.
First and foremost, let me greet your listeners and also people of Anyaso too. Greetings to my constituency chairman and his executives. To everybody who has made it possible to be where I am today. I'm so grateful, and I thank everybody to listening to me this evening.
Okay. Let's start from the constituency.
Okay.
It starts from Kwashima traffic light to Santa Maria.
No, it's not.
Okay.
There's a place called Blue Kiosk.
Okay.
From the Kwashima
traffic light.
Yes.
Okay.
Kwashima traffic light. The Kwashima traffic light is not part of my
It's not
constituency.
part, yeah.
You will get down a bit, getting to Santa Maria. There's a place called Blue Kiosk through Santa Maria, through Sotum. When you go to the other side, it starts from Chantain.
Okay.
From Abeka, La Paz, New Market. La Paz, New Market.
Race course.
Through Race Course, through Tabora, Israel, Laminava, and it gets down to Sotum, as we said. From there, it goes through Anya to Antieku.
Okay.
Right down to part of Awoshi. Awoshi starts from where the Lafa is. That's exactly
Elang.
Okay. Elang is part of my constituency. Odogonal Secondary School. That is where it starts from that end. And to Ablekuma, Farm Milk, Agape. Agape is huge.
It's a huge one.
It's a constituency on its own.
Yeah.
It's a constituency in the constituency. Down to a place called Mamin Krain.
Yeah, I know Mamin Krain.
Yeah, Mamin Krain, Boko Boko, and it gets to Olebu, Ablekuma Newtown, Abase, Olebu.
Oduman. It gets to Oduman?
No, it
doesn't go to Oduman.
Yeah.
Okay.
It ends at Olebu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a huge constituency then.
Very, very. One of the biggest constituencies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are you managing it so far? You've been in office for a year and some few months.
Yeah. It's not easy though. The problem we have most days, our roads are not good.
Yeah.
We have a lot of bad roads. And that has been my biggest headache. Yes, because as the rains are coming, there's a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
and
even around Santa Maria, when you're coming from the Kwashima traffic light through that main road to Santa Maria heading towards Awoshi. That's
that's the A-Lang road.
The A-Lang road,
yeah.
Very terrible one.
All those roads are very bad.
And what are you doing about it?
We are still lobbying for government to come and tile it for us. But for the meantime, we have decided that we have written a letter to the assembly to give us the drip machines so that we can at least manage it, put some sounds on it and spread it and make it more trouble for the people there for now. But the problem we are having is when it's raining and you do that, you can do a road today and tomorrow when it rains, the rain will just wash everything off. So we'll still manage and do something for them to at least to make the roads more trouble. And Anyaso too is a very big constituency and it's in the city. It's not like some village or something. It's not a developing area. It's a developed area already, which we are discussing with the big men that if they will consider at least doing those roads, especially the ones that are in town, so that it will be more trouble for.
Is it difficult for you to lobby because you belong to the opposition? And many people have said that when your government is not in power, you are like an orphan. Is it the same for you? Is that a challenge you face?
Yes. You see, if your government is in power, your ability and things that you tell the Minister of Road and Highways to help you to do the roads are more louder. The lobby becomes more personal so to say, and it is easier for you to gain access to the minister and gain his catch his eye, get his attention to do some of the things that you want him to do in your constituency for you, compared to when you are an opposition MP. And secondly, we all know that the liquidity of the country is not that much, so it is shared among the whole country. And sometimes there are places where their priorities are. That is why we find ourselves in where we are now.
But the roads there, people really complain about it. When we advertised that you were coming, the roads were one of the issues they want me to ask you about. That the state of the roads in the constituency is not in the best of state.
What I can tell the people of Anyaso Tom is I will do my best. What I can really do is to make the road more travel. And from the coming days, they will surely see me very soon. There's a program I'm about to do, a time with your MP.
Okay.
And I've decided that every area I go, I know the biggest issues there are the roads. And after that deliberation, and they bring out the things that there are problems. I know road is going to be one of them. Afterwards, we will see how best we can make the road more travel. I just want to be frank with them. There is no way I can tie roads for them. You see, our system is such a way that majority of our people really doesn't know where our money goes for development. So most of the times, MPs are chased for things that they can do. I'm not talking for myself, I'm talking for the whole MP.
Is it not because of the promises you give them when you want their votes? That is why they come after you.
You see, it's not precisely so. Because I don't remember telling anybody I'll come and construct your road. But the issue is, it also comes from the MP all the same as you are saying. But we don't promise that. You see, Agape's
maybe
road...
you don't promise, but others do.
Somebody will promise, even if a person is promising, is saying that because my government is in power, when I was going for campaign, my government was in power. And I believe we will still remain in power. So I'll tell you, don't worry. When we go, I'll make sure this road is done, because I know when I talk to my people, it will be easier for it to be done. But it didn't go the way we wanted it. But the fact is, an MP, no MP in Ghana, in his own pocket money or his own resources given to him by the government, can construct entire road. What we most do is to make it more travel, and that is it. So we'll do our best and make the roads more travel for them, but I won't promise them I'll come and tie your road. Recently, God willingly, before MPP was leaving power, there were 4 major roads that there were contractors on them. That is Agape Road, Kwashibu Road, Ablekuma Abase, and Ablekuma Farmek. There were contractors doing the roads for us. They couldn't finish, and change of government came, and they were stopped for sometimes. Even I asked the Minister of Road and Transport about it in Parliament. Later, I went to him in private. I lobbied, and he promised very soon he will come and do Agape's Road, because they have finished with all the things that they want, and they will let the contractor continue. By the grace of God, they are doing it now.
Okay.
People call me and give me thanks. What will I do? I will say, no, I'm not the one doing it. No. They say, oh, you're the one saying, what about the roads now? I say, okay. So, when you take praises for things that you have not done, you should know that people will ask you things that you will not be able to do. So people praise us for things that in actual sense we can't do, and we take glory for it. So definitely people will come after us asking that we should come and do that. But the reality of the story is no MP can use his own money to construct road. But what we can do is to make it more travel. By grace of God, when MPP was leaving power, the government, every constituency, they provided something we call the drip. That is the machines that can at least make the road more travel. So that is what we have planned to use to make the roads of Anyaso to more travel for them.
Let's talk about employment, because you are an MP for already developed area. It's an urban area. Let's talk about employment. What is the general employment situation in your constituency vis-a-vis the unemployment rate as well?
It's just like what is happening in the whole part of Ghana. And also to unemployment has become a very big issue in this country. In fact, it's a national security issue. A day doesn't pass that I don't get about 4 or 5 people asking for employment. And it's a serious thing. We are doing our best. I have few people who have helped me with a little here and there employment. I have my small company which I have managed to employ a little, very compared to the people who need employment in Anya. That means it's just a drop in an ocean. So for now, we have not done much about employment, and as an MP, it is a really concern to me, and we wish the government can do something about it. We know very well it is not easy, but I wish for MPs, the government will sit down and see how we go about it, because the youth are really suffering, and it's something that worries me a lot.
Let's talk about an issue that also came up when we advertised that you were coming into the constituency to speak to us in respect of concerns within the constituency. Flooding. We know that the Santa Maria area there, going to the A-Land Road, going there, issues of flooding when it rains within the constituency. What are you doing about this challenge as well?
Well, the last time I rented excavator, we're having the same problem at Agape, part of Agape. They call the place, forgetting the name, when I get it out. Sure. We rented an excavator to, there was a boundary there, there's a huge gutter that overflows whenever it rains to people's houses. We dug in, we make sure that the place is well, and for now they are not having the flooding issue again. We have plans to come to Santa Maria where they have that issues there. We also, there's another issue at Pentecost University area. Formerly they were having flooding, it reduces, we dug in, but after when you go to that place, all their roads are motorable now, they have tiled. But I think, I don't know, the engineers or the contractors made a huge mistake. They directed all the water to one place. So when it rains, it overflows there, and there are a lot of issues there. And that gutters has already been dug and finished. So we are also seeing what we can do. We have reported it to the one in charge of roads in our constituency. That is urban roads. They are yet to come and witness what is exactly happening. As you are saying, Santa Maria, Awushi, that is the A-Lang area. We are also planning to do what we did at Agape. That is Agape for them. We just want to see exactly where the issues are. Then we would know how to go about it.
Let's talk about education. Apart from Odogono Secondary School, is there another senior high school in the constituency?
That is the only senior high school we have in our constituency, and we are doing all that we can to make it one of the best.
There are plans, you don't have plans of getting another one, looking at the population within the constituency?
The huge problem we have in Anyasoto is land. There is no land.
There's no land?
There is no land.
Even in Ablekuma?
That is our problem now. There is no land. If you even want to build a hospital, you want to build a school, there are no lands. And even if you get one, the price they will mention to you, my brother, it makes it difficult. A huge land, look at the size, normally the size of a secondary school. It is almost impossible to get that size of land for a school in Anyasoto as we are talking, because I have searched and there is nothing like that. When you go to Ablekuma, we have a clinic there which we are renting. When you come to Tabora, there is one there we are renting. We are even looking for a place a land of our own, that we can build something for the constituency. We are not getting it. Even though we are still searching, we hope we'll get one at affordable price that at least will bring some edifice, something very nice. I believe if I'm able to get a land, I will solicit funds from people I believe they will help me to build something.
Because with a huge constituency like this, and only one secondary school, it leaves much to be desired.
Yeah.
Let's talk about health. Do you have major hospitals in the constituency? I only know of private hospital. You have a government-owned hospital within the constituency?
We have a clinic at Ablekuma.
Mm-hmm. You just mentioned a while ago. Okay.
Yes, we have one at Tabora. We have one at Anya Market, a polyclinic.
Okay.
We have one at Israel. We have a bigger one which is owned by the state, that is owned by the government. We bought it MPP's time at Kwashibu. Yeah. So far, that's what we have. That's the private ones we have. Recently, MPP government time, we built an hospital at Abasi, Ablekuma Abasi, almost complete. And my MC, Alenti, is doing a very good job there. And very soon, that hospital will be opened. We are lucky enough, we got Ekufuado's hospital, the hospital that Ekufuado.
Agenda
one. Yes, we have one there, which is not completed, about 70% completed. We just wish the new government to do something about it.
Where is that one located?
It's at Antieku.
Okay.
Just behind the municipal assembly.
Oh, okay. That's where it's located.
Yeah.
And it's 70% complete.
Yeah, about 70%.
Great. Within the constituency, what are some of the challenges you face apart from what you've just told me here? What are some of the challenges apart from your roads, your school? What other challenges do you face?
From Banyard, which is even not part of my constituency. That is Banyard Pokwasi Road.
Yeah.
That stretch, all the traffic lights are not working. All the street lights are not working. It is very serious, especially the pedestrian traffic.
The main Awochi junction.
Yes.
I know that junction.
Yes.
Going all the way to Pokwasi.
Exactly. Especially the pedestrian traffic lights. They are not working and it is serious. You sometimes see people with crutches running because it's a double road, a major road. So when cars are coming, they come with a top speed. And it is dangerous. At Odogono Secondary School, I can count more than even when I became an MP. Before I was an MP, it was happening. And when I became an MP, I can count more than 3-4 times a car I've killed, not just knocked down, I've killed students at Odogono Secondary School. I've complained about it. I've written letters to whatever I'm supposed to do. I got the opportunity to talk about it at the floor of Parliament. Even my statement was adopted by the House Rules Committee. Have called me to sit on it. Still, they have not done anything about it. It is disheartening if you are an MP and you are there. A headmaster just called you, say, "Oh, write down a car has not part of the student and is dead." And it's not something that I can just go to the market and buy traffic lights and fix it. It's not done like that. And those who are supposed to do it, when you are complaining and they are not coming, it becomes very difficult for you.
That's where you need more lobbying skills.
You see you.
But if for how long has it not been working?
Since I came to power.
For a year?
More than a year. It's about 3 years now. For the past 3 years, it's not working. It was not, to be frank with you, it was not working before MPP left power. It was not. I remember very well, once upon a time, when in the campaign, luckily enough, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia came there and I just complained that this is what is happening. Luckily enough, in the bus, there were the Minister of Road, which is...
Anoma Makwata.
No,
former or the new one?
No.
That was Asenso. Asenso Boachi,
yeah.
Asenso Boachi.
So within some few days, they came and they did for us. It works for some time and it went off again. And that is the end.
But if it's killing your constituents and many people you have to do something about it.
It's not easy to
do something about it.
The people itself have done a lot of demonstration. They have blocked the road. Police have arrested them. Who went in to build them. We have done everything in our strength. I have gone to the minister. I have written to urban roads. I have written to highway. Whoever is supposed to hear and do something about. It's not something you can use your private money to do. It's a huge money, and I can't do it myself. So what I can do as an MP is to let the authorities know this is our issue, this is our problem, so that they come and solve it for us.
And what reason are they giving you for the delay? Have they given you any reason why they are not coming to fix it? Have they told you anything?
All that they will say is, we'll come and do it. Don't worry, it's in the pipeline. That's what that is saying. They have not. I even know individuals who have also written to all the road ministry, urban roads, highway, individuals who wrote to it. Some people came to me and said, that is what I have done about it. Okay, then we'll also push it. And let me use this platform to still beg them that it's a very serious thing. Even though our roads are not good, we are not dying. And at least if it is more trouble, we'll manage it. But for the traffic lights, it's a very serious issue. And it is heartbreaking when I'm called that somebody has died because the traffic lights are not working. I suggested for Odogono, Anya Market, Ablekuma, at least they should come and do a footbridge for us, pedestrians footbridge for us. They said they are considering it. We don't know where they have gotten to. We are just hoping that very soon they will come and do it for us.
We hope they come and do it. Because I know very well that, we here have done a number of stories on that particular stretch.
Yes.
And we haven't heard anything. And since it's coming from you, maybe they will hear it and consider coming to fix it because of the number of school children who are being affected here.
You can also push from your end.
We'll do our best.
Yes.
We'll do our best.
You can call the minister, you can call those in charge and ask them, what are they doing about it? When are they doing it? I think.
And the way you're talking passionately about it, I realize it's something that worries you a lot.
I tell you.
Before we go, we are told you're a reverend minister or you're an elder.
I'm an elder of the Church of Pentecost.
Church of Pentecost. Which branch?
Awoshi branch.
Oh, okay. So you preach there?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. We'll come in and watch you one day preach. How do you combine church and politics?
Well, sometime back, an impression was created that Christian doesn't have to do politics.
Yeah.
That was some time back. But we have realized that it will be better for Christians to get into politics. I'm telling you, it's not everything that me being a Christian I would do. Because
but they say politics is dirty. So how can a preacher be in something which is dirty?
I will not make it dirty. Who makes it dirty? Those who are doing the politics, that makes it dirty. Politics is not dirty, but those in it are making it dirty. So more Christians, more good people have to come into politics. See, if we keep on saying politics is dirty, the good people, the nice people, those who can do things better will stay off, and we all will suffer. So we need to make politics clean so that those who have good minds, those who can help this country will come in. So I am doing politics, but I'm careful, heaven first. There is no way I'm going to do anything which is contrary to my beliefs.
So heaven first.
Yes.
Are you this is a person, are you related to Tobinko?
It's my big brother.
He's your older brother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Tobin.
Thank you so much.
It's good to have you.
I'm grateful.
Combining politics and church.
Thank you so much.
Emmanuel Tobin, Member of Parliament for the Anya-Sotun constituency. My guest tonight on Point Blank on Eyewitness News. That came to you live from our studios here in Accra. My name is Sami Wiafe. Earlier you heard Fafa Melody Show produced by Kwabna Wilson, Beverly Nanden, Fred Tete Jabano, and Christopher Kevin Asima with technical assistance from Desmond Nyako. So we'll come your way again tomorrow. May the good Lord be with us all.